I'm the dude. So that's what you call me.
Are you a virgin?
Yeah, not since I was 10.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Come on to the coast. We get together, have a few laughs.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Can I return it if it doesn't fit?
It always fits. Eventually.
Welcome back to Movie Mingle. I'm Caveman.
And I'm Maggie.
And today we're on episode 10. And when we're on our 5th episode at a time, we watch animated movies. And today is The Prince of Egypt from 1998. Not completely out of left field for us, but kind of maybe unexpected.
Yeah, we are not religious people. Me especially. I mean, like, I didn't grow up in the church or anything. I went with friends. I had very, very religious friends, which is funny because I was a little heathen.
You are.
I am. I knew this movie because I remember seeing it when it came out, and this is a spectacularly done film. God, is it fucking good. I wasn't going to swear as much in this one. I'm going to try to be very respectful and not swear as much in this one.
We'll see how that goes.
But we will see.
Well, The Prince of Egypt had, as they do with animated films, quite a team of directors and writers, all probably just focused on different parts, different aspects of getting the story together cohesively. Brenda Chapman was one of 11 story writers for Beauty and the Beast, the 1991 animated. She was a story supervisor for The Lion King, 1994. And one of 18 story writers for The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, wow.
Or Notre Dame, depending on if you care. From 1996. And then was on a 3-person team that wrote and directed Brave together. So she was one of 3 directors / writers, because they did both, 3 of them, to do Brave. Going from...
I mean, she's been a part of some great animated films.
Going from 18... story writers from Hunchback of Notre Dame, and that was just the story writers. Then there's like 10 screenwriters.
Yeah.
And there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot that went into those older, like 80s and 90s Disney movies. Well, Steve Hickner was another director for Prince of Egypt. He went on to direct B-Movie with Jerry Seinfeld, which has an average of 55%, which makes it an F movie. Simon Wells was the 3rd director for The Prince of Egypt. He worked on Fievel Goes West, We're Back, a dinosaur story, which I grew up with, and I don't know how many other people even remember We're Back, but I think I showed it to you once a long, long time ago. But if you don't remember, that's okay. And then also worked on Balto with Kevin Bacon, and H.G. Wells' The Time Machine he directed with Guy Pearce. And Mars Needs...
Wait, the live-action one?
Yeah, he was a live-action director for that movie.
Interesting.
And Mars Needs Moms, which is his most recent directed film.
Yeah.
Which I didn't see, but I heard was good.
Yes.
Now we'll get to who wrote Prince of Egypt. Obviously, it was based off of the Book of Exodus in the Bible.
What's that?
It is the 2nd book of the Old Testament. Or
you know all of this stuff because you grew up religious.
I grew up with this.
Yeah,
stuff.
you did.
I've forgotten a lot of the details of who did what and when who came
and how and why
here
and
when it comes to Moses' story.
I don't know much about it.
Especially Old Testament. Oh, boy.
I know Moses wasn't the best person by the end of it all, too.
He got in trouble. He disobeyed God and got kicked out of paradise, just like everybody does.
It's just like we all have.
He sacrificed so much.
Why we're here in this timeline. What did we do in this timeline?
Make one mistake,
to
and that's all it
this?
takes. Well, this screenplay was written by Philip Lazepnik. He wrote for Pocahontas from 95, Mulan, 98, and The Road to El Dorado.
I've seen it like twice.
The music's great. The story's great. The two of them are...
How have we not gotten just Highs Kites and watched that?
Road to El Dorado might be on the
Next time, next 25.
And he also ended up writing the musical book for the stage production of Prince of Egypt.
Yeah, I heard about that production on the West End in London, and I would love to see it. Like, if it came through town, if there was like a touring production, I would go see it.
Music was by Hans Zimmer.
Hans motherfucking Zimmer.
Along with the help of Stephen Schwartz, who did a lot of the music and lyrics bits.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
While obviously Hans Zimmer did more of orchestral stuff.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Yeah.
I never thought of Hans Zimmer as writing a pop song that
that
Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston would sing.
Badass. He did produce that song though.
Oh yeah.
So he probably had help.
I mean, he wrote the music for it.
Yeah,
I
mean,
reckon.
he could do it.
Yeah, of course he fucking can.
I'm
By the
sure
way,
he's full of all sorts of emotions that he could write lyrics for.
He's German. I don't believe they have the emotions. Well, I myself am not the most religious person. I do believe truly that it was an act of God to bring Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston together to sing a song.
That song.
Only God could create such a miracle because there was no other way. Those two, the biggest divas of all time at the same time. Mariah still, Whitney, may she rest in peace. The fact that they got them together to do this song and to do any sort of promotion for the film, or like, I think there might be a music video. I feel like I've seen them singing the song together. That in itself is an act of God, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful miracle, and it should be viewed as such. Yeah, because that song's incredible.
Stephen Schwartz is the same guy who wrote the music and lyrics for Wicked, the stage production for that one.
Oh, okay. Popular. Mm-hmm.
And plus a bunch of other productions. Guy is professional, busy man.
He is a modern Stephen Sondheim.
Cinematography was by Derek Gulgel. Essentially, for an animated film, I always look at production design. Mm-hmm. This was his only film as a production designer. He did, however, work as a storyboard artist and concept illustrator for movies like Stargate, Broken Arrow, Armageddon.
Oh, wow.
He did work on Road to El Dorado.
Bit of a theme here.
But then My Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
That was a pretty movie.
National Treasure with Nicolas Cage and Diane Kruger and Sean Bean. It's one of the best movies ever made. And then he also worked on Iron Man 2 and Furious 7. Vroom, vroom.
That's quite the filmography there.
Yeah, and he's just a story just storyboards, live action movies, and for the most part, and
I mean, I feel like
illustrates concepts.
The art directors are also to be thanked when it comes to this movie. Kathy Ilteri and Richard Chavez were the art directors, and this movie is so pretty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
the artwork that went into this movie is just
incredible.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And there's so many different visually striking moments.
I mean, the characters in the animation did look really good.
Yeah.
It looks very 90s, especially late 90s animation.
I do love all of the times where you're like, and that is a CG bell.
Yeah.
Or a CG nose in the middle of a bunch of hand-drawn chaos. And on the one hand, it looks like weird, but on the other hand, it's kind of enduring, you know?
But then you have other things like...
the parting of the Red Sea.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, that still, to this day, blows my mind with the animation.
Yeah.
It just looks really good. But, I was talking about, like, the, not just backgrounds, but some foregrounds, too, were just paint. Like, you could see the paints.
Yes.
There was one scene, I think it was showing the Nile. There were... like brush strokes for the field, but the fact that you can actually see those strokes from the brush hairs in this animated movie, I know it gives it kind of an otherworldly charm to it. This kind of animation.
I love it in rich hand drawn, animated films, especially like Studio Ghibli. Not Spirited Away. What's the... Howl's Moving Castle. Like, the background... Spirited Away, too, was a sort of different, like...
Sure, they're all...
Yeah, it's all, like, different mediums, right? How in Studio Ghibli films, they look like acrylic or watercolored backgrounds, or in old-school Disney hand-drawn films, just these lush, beautiful backdrops. And I miss that in kind of modern storytelling. Even in computer animated films, they can do really creative backgrounds and things. But there is something about that handmade quality that's just so beautiful.
Rotten Tomatoes gave The Prince of Egypt pretty low, and a 90 from audiences. That is going from a C+ to an A-.
First of all, everybody's going to say this movie's great because they don't want to face the wrath of a vengeful First Testament God. And secondly, it's not necessarily the best story ever. And I'm not... oh, gosh. See, it's such a dangerous territory when talking about a movie that's based on such...
You can base your judgment on the movie itself.
But the movie itself, the story is fairly simple and...
It is very straightforward.
Straightforward. I don't... I guess it would be interesting to see what their issue was with it. If they're giving it a mid-C.
Letterboxd gave it a 4.1, so then now we're at a B-.
Yeah.
And then Metascore 64, which is, D.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. And then a 7.2 on IMDb, which makes more sense, especially for IMDb. But that brings it to 77%.
This is considered one of the greatest animated films of all time, though. Are they doing that just because it's a Jesus story? Or, excuse me, a God story? Is it...
Bible story.
Okay, sure. Is that the...
It's also a Jewish story. I mean, this was not just
it's not a Christian story. Yes, right. You're right. Christ has not been born yet, I think.
In this timeline, no.
Okay.
It's for a while.
Me tries to be respectful to all cultures and religions. Also me, just being me. What were we talking about?
Why it got low scores.
I don't know why it would get such low scores.
But not from everybody.
Not from everybody.
Like audiences liked it from Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Everybody that I talk to loves
Letterboxd likes it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Critics, I feel like...
It would be interesting to see
hardcore
why.
Critics just don't like it.
Yeah.
For Metascore and...
And you know what? In the 90s, they were always really kind of crapping on animated films anyways.
It was made for $70 million, which looks great for $70 million.
That's beautiful for $70 million.
Especially now that they've spent $200 million. I know there's inflation and everything, but $200 million plus for animation.
I remember when Titanic was made for $200 million, I think, or like $250 million, and at the time that was
like the most expensive movie ever made. Yeah,
and now I don't even know what the most expensive movie ever made was.
It depends on how you count. Infinity War and Endgame were real up there. I know that there's movies that have been made for $500 million. I think Avatar cost $500 million. The new one and I think the water one too were both $500 million. I know, but...
This world would be a better place if James Cameron spent less time just sort of yanking it in public with all this bullshit.
We get it. You like blue people.
You like blue people.
You like blue cats. Space cats. Space cats. But it made $101 million domestically and $117 internationally.
Okay, yeah.
Couldn't find any information, once again, for home media, but...
Is that really because it's an older movie, or is it just harder to find because they don't actually publish those stats?
A lot of times they don't publish stats, and so it's like what was reported through, I think, different outlets report that kind of thing, and it depends on what if the studio wants to say.
Yeah,
I think, or if...
Yeah, you'd think they'd want to brag about it.
Yeah,
this is a huge movie. Every kid I knew had a copy of this film at home because it was, religiously obligated.
But at least globally, it made a total of $218 million at the box office for a $70 million film. $70 million.
It's a solid movie, yeah.
It was nominated for original music, or comedy score is what they used to call it. Back in the late 90s, the Oscars had 3 different categories for music. One was original dramatic score, original musical or comedy score.
Interesting.
And then original song.
Gosh, I don't remember that.
Did not win. It was up against A Bug's Life from Randy Newman.
Yeah.
Mulan and Patch Adams, but the winner was Shakespeare in Love.
Over this music? The burning bush is one of the most beautiful songs Hans Zimmer has ever created. It's stunning. So much so that I know that it's called The Burning Bush off the top of my head because it is a song that I have on my phone. That's insane.
It did win original song. It was nominated for
When You Believe.
It was also up against You Don't Want to Miss a Thing from Steven Tyler from Armageddon.
And I don't want to miss a thing.
Also music from Quest for Camelot, The Horse Whisperer, and Randy Newman's song That'll Do for Babe, Pig in the City. Randy Newman had 2 Oscar nominations that year, one for Bug's Life and one for Babe, Pig in the City. Didn't win either one of them, but still 2 nominations. And
I wonder how terribly cheesy that song is. I've never heard that. I've never heard the Randy Newman Babe song.
A kind and steady heart is sure to see you through. It may not seem like very much right now, but it'll do. It'll do.
oh my God, Randy Newman had 3 movies nominated because he also had an original dramatic score nomination from Pleasantville.
Oh, did he win that one?
No, he didn't win that one. That one went to Nicola Piovani, who won for Life is Beautiful.
Oh.
That, what's his face?
Roberto Bellini movie.
Yeah.
That was Bummersville, USA.
But he's smiling the whole time.
Oh, he's so happy. And
then somebody else who got a little double dose for music was Hans Zimmer, because other than on top of Prince of Egypt, he was also there for original dramatic score for The Thin Red Line.
Oh, that's a pretty one too.
But Life is Beautiful beat that one out too. And another thing Life is Beautiful beat out was John Williams' score for Saving Private Ryan.
Ooh.
So that was a big year in music.
It's funny to think about how certain films would have dominated the Oscars if other films hadn't come out.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, this is really dominating.
Done so well
oh my God, who saw this one coming?
Look at all these. And that's what I'm saying. Maybe your movie, Project Hail Mary, will be doing great now. But we got a whole blockbuster section of the year that we haven't reached yet.
Yeah, but they don't.
Then we've got all of the artsy stuff that comes out the last 4 months.
I know.
So.
But amaze.
All right, now for the cast.
Hell of a cast.
Yeah, I had fun.
Or should I say heaven of a cast?
Oh. No, but I had fun as we were watching it, trying to figure out who each character or actor was, because it had been so long since I'd seen it that I completely
You got most
forgot.
of them. You only got caught up in one of them, I think.
Yeah, Ray Fiennes I didn't catch.
You hear it sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. But first, playing our main character of Moses is played by the late, great Val Kilmer.
Oh, Val Kilmer. What a man.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up watching his movies. He was everything.
My dad loved him. My mom loved him. I loved him. I'm not the biggest fan of Westerns. I don't seek them out with the regularity that I do like superhero movies or, something nerdier. But Tombstone is a perfect film.
Tombstone is a perfect film.
That film is...
And a perfect Western.
It's a perfect Western. It's a perfect cast. It's perfect everything. As if he wasn't already going to go down in history as the incredible actor that he is. But like fucking Doc Holliday could have just by itself cemented him into the history of Hollywood forever.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
Heat is another perfect film that he is incredible in.
I mean, he's famous for playing Jim Morrison in The Doors.
Yeah.
Mad Mardigan and Willow.
You love The Saint.
I love The Saint because a guy who disguises himself as anybody and everybody and spy kind of movie. And he's just, suave, handsome Val Kilmer.
Yeah, fucking fucking love Val Kilmer.
Of course, Top Gun is Iceman.
Yeah. I've never cared for a moment of a Top Gun in my life.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Jets.
Ugh.
Badass.
Believe me, I love jets. Poe Dameron would have been in Top Gun, and he would have been great, and he would have been so gay.
You could be my wingman anytime.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a fantastic documentary that him and his son did together, just called Val. I believe it's on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing little autobiographical documentary. Autobiographical documentary. I chewed my words as they were coming out. That him and his son did. His son does a narration, but he does a narration as his father, since his father can't talk or has a hard time to talk because of his throat cancer.
I never really knew.
So maybe it's time for me to rewatch that documentary too, but his son sounds so much like him.
Well, yeah, his son did the voice of Mad Mardigan in the Willow series.
Yeah.
Which, look, I'm not the biggest fan of Willow the movie, but Willow the series I thought was hella cute, and I don't think there's any reason why Disney should have stripped it from its site.
It's one thing canceling it.
Yeah, sure,
but
cancel
to
it,
completely
fine.
delete it off the face of the earth,
like it never happened.
Who I really feel for is Warwick Davis and his daughter.
Yeah.
They got to do scenes together.
Yeah. And they were really sweet.
And they were really
scenes.
cute
Yeah.
together. And
they should have a copy
they're
of that.
gone. Oh, I hope they do.
Yeah.
For anything else. Hopefully. And, great memories making it.
Yeah.
I know the cast really liked what they were doing, so it's a bummer that they hated it. The world hated it so much they deleted it. But yeah, Val Kilmer.
He was great.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Next, playing Ramesses is Ralph Fiennes.
Oh, we have...
Not Ralph.
We have talked about Ralph Fiennes a few times on the show already. Of course, The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Menu. I think those were the only two in actuality. I fell in love with Conclave. I fell head over fucking heels for that story.
Which he was nominated for Best Actor in.
He should have
won. But he also should have won for Schindler's List.
Yeah, I'm never going to watch Schindler's List.
I've never seen The English Patient, and we've talked about it before.
I just remember it being boring. But I was a kid.
I think my mom watched it, so I may have been in the room.
Yeah, it was definitely a mom movie.
I really like that Silence of the Lambs prequel.
Oh, yeah, Red Dragon. I still prefer the original Manhunter to Red Dragon.
Manhunter is the better film.
Yes.
But I think Ralph Fiennes does great as the villain.
Yeah.
In Red
I'll
Dragon.
Give you that. I don't know. Of course, he's been in like all the more recent James Bond movies. He plays
going to
play he's going to play President Snow in the Hunger Games movies now. He's stepping in to take the place
because now they're going
Donald Sutherland.
Like nobody wants to hear.
Younger.
Nobody wants to see future movies. We want past movies now.
You know what, though? I gotta hand it to that. What's her name? Suzanne Collins. She wrote these 3 books. People went crazy for them. Every 5-6 years, she knocks out another one. It becomes a huge hit. It becomes a movie. People go feral for it. It quietly disappears again. Like the Hunger Games is a fandom that is just steady and lasts. Its fans are just like, there's a new one. Hooray, there's a new one. And
the trailer for the next movie looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tempted to go see it in the theater.
I would be willing to like rewatch all this. I've only seen the first one and the second one.
I think the first 2 are the best ones of
all of the stories
of what's her face's time there, Jennifer Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
But the new one just looks cool. Next, we could talk about Michelle Pfeiffer playing Zephora.
Mm-hmm.
Or Zipporah, not Zephora, the makeup. I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer, we've talked about her before. Babe, one of my young crushes, especially as Catwoman in Batman Returns. I think that's definitely where I fell in love with her.
Yeah.
For
sure. She's been around forever. She's just an incredible actress, a beautiful woman. I always loved What Lies Beneath that she did with Harrison Ford. As much as it hurts my heart that it's a Neil Gaiman story, and it does hurt my heart that it's a Neil Gaiman story, But Stardust will always be one of my comfort films.
Stardust is a great
and
movie. No matter what you think of Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, Stardust is such a great film.
Great movie.
And Michelle Pfeiffer is so much fun in that like main villainous witch role. You know, she's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now, which is cool. I loved her in Hairspray. I know you loved her in Lady Hawk.
Oh, Lady Hawk.
You know, yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer, she's wonderful.
And like I said, playing Moses' sister Miriam, we have Sandra Bullock. Mm-hmm. American Sweetheart from the 90s, at least.
90s, early 2000s.
I miss seeing her and stuff.
Yeah.
She was always, like, at a young age, I also discovered Sandra Bullock, but I think I fell in love with her when she did While You Were Sleeping, because she was just that girl next door kind of personality, falling in love with a guy that she just sees on the street.
So I'm going to go ahead and just let out a very unpopular opinion here. I've only seen While You're Sleeping all the way through once, and I thought it was boring. And everybody I know loves it, and everybody I know goes crazy for it, and everybody talks about it like it's one of the best like 90s rom-coms ever.
You saw it?
It's been a very long time.
Right.
I would be willing to watch it.
But, I'm not going to force you to watch it.
But when it comes to like Sandra Bullock rom-coms, 2 Weeks Notice.
Oh yeah, I know you love 2 Weeks Notice.
It's so fucking great. And first
2
of all,
Weeks Notice is a better film. I think it's funnier.
It's definitely funnier.
The family in While You Were Sleeping is
they really make
probably
it.
the best part of the movie. I do like Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman's relationship. Chemistry for sure.
No. Again, I should rewatch it. I really should. But I guess I prefer the silliness to 2 Weeks Notice. 2 Weeks Notice is like a cartoon.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. And Hugh Grant is so charming. And Trump's in it. But like, it's just such a fun and sweet little film. I really love the movie 28 Days, where she goes into rehab for a drinking problem, and Viggo Mortensen's in it, and he's hot as hell. I remember Premonition being a good film, but I haven't seen it in forever. Of course, Ocean's 8, Gravity.
Oh, and she's doing a sequel to a movie this year from a movie that you love.
Motherfucker, Practical Fucking Magic.
Yeah.
Practical Motherfucking Magic. 2. So excited.
I also...
So excited.
Speed and The Net are a couple of movies that I had on VHS that I watched over and over.
Which in French should be called Déjà
Which are all three of those...
Speed.
Speed, The Net, and While You Were Sleeping all came out within like a 2-year...
I walk into the bedroom to find that you have fallen asleep to Speed more often than not.
Speed is a great action movie.
It is a great action movie. I will give you that. It's so cheesy, but it's
cheesy.
Really fun.
And like the physics, of course, in the whole movie make no sense.
Yeah.
It's like a Fast and Furious kind of action-y movie.
Ridiculous and wonderful.
Chaos and cars crashing into each other and explosions. And Speed also has a great villain with Dennis Hopper.
Yeah,
of
he's
course.
fantastic. Just a megalomaniac.
And then Aaron, his brother, is played by Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, the Goldblum. Oh, how we love the Goldblum.
Goldblum, man.
Just
God
damn it.
If he's in a movie, you're going to have a good time.
You're going to have a good time. Watching him just be him.
Spoiler alert, one of our future movies that he's in that we're going to be doing is Independence Day.
Yeah.
I bet you can't guess what day we're going to do that on.
I love that Jeff Goldblum has always been kind of like this delightfully like fun little whack job, but as he's aged, he's just aged into like this gentleman clown that man has lived. Just, and he's an incredible actor. We've known that for a very long time. He's been in the business for a very long time. But even still, everybody fucking loves Jeff Goldblum because he's just this flighty little sprite king. And we're all like, hooray! And then, I miss The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, that was such a great show.
That was such a fun show.
Like, just a different subject every episode.
Yeah.
Could be on anything.
Jeff Goldblum learning about tennis shoes this week, or denim. And he just approaches everything with this beautiful childlike wonder of, what is this? And, would you look at that? And
isn't this amazing?
Isn't it amazing?
Isn't this,
wow.
Aren't these people just so cool to be around? isn't life just worth living?
And you're
it's
like,
that
yeah,
kind of
Jeff
show.
Goldblum. Yeah, it is.
It is.
Thank you for existing.
I can't wait to see
Goldblum.
you talk about another thing.
I love him in Jurassic Park. I love him in Thor Ragnarok. I loved him in Wicked. I thought he did a great job as the Wizard of Oz. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I thoroughly enjoyed the movie Powder. It's been a very long time.
It's been a long time since I've seen Powder.
And the director, if I'm not mistaken, turned out to be a very terrible person. I don't know if he killed somebody or if it had something to do with kids. Either way, not a good dude.
It's either this bad thing or this worse thing.
Pretty much, yeah. But like, I
let
always
you decide which is which.
really liked Powder. Of course, Wes Anderson's got his claws in him, and thankfully so. They are perfect together. Fucking Jeff Goldblum.
I like when he plays against what you're expecting him to play.
Yeah.
Like he does in The Fly. He's very different in that movie compared to stuff that you're familiar with.
Seen The Fly.
I mean, man, it would be interesting to get some David Cronenberg movies. Make you want. There's some
wacky ones out
there. Want
there.
to watch Existence?
No.
Yes.
I don't want to.
Let's do it.
I will say that Goldblum does play against type in this film a little bit. He's a bit neurotic. I love him. It's a very small role, of course, but
yeah, his character in The League as Ruxin's father.
I was Ruxin's dad.
That's such an unexpected kind of role for him, and he plays so well. Yeah,
so perfect.
It's great. Next, we can talk about Danny Glover playing Jethro, because why not? He's in the next one down the line. Love Danny Glover. I mean, I have not watched a lot of Danny Glover movies, except for, I would say, Predator 2 and the Lethal Weapon movies.
Now, it's been a very long time since I've seen Predator 2, but I always remember liking it more than Predator 1. I will say that. At a certain point, I stopped caring about the Lethal Weapon movies because, Jesus, I just couldn't care. They were dad films, and I barely enjoyed, like some of Dad's films I liked watching with him, but the Lethal Weapon movies I was just never for.
I love it.
Not too long ago, you and I got high as kites and watched Angels in the Outfield, and that was an experience.
Okay. I have seen that.
That was an experience.
And when you grow, that's another one that I had on VHS, and I think that's a Disney film.
Yeah.
And you know how Disney VHS cases were like those weird, thick,
like
white, plasticky molds that just sucked. The old school cardboard was always the best.
At this man's incredible filmography, you have seen quite a few of these movies.
Maybe I've just forgot.
You've seen Dirty Grandpa. I don't remember him in it, but you've seen Dirty Grandpa. You have seen...
Oh my God, Maverick.
Ants.
Okay, well, hold on.
Death at a Funeral.
Do you remember him in Maverick at all?
I do not remember him in Maverick at all, no.
So Maverick obviously has Mel Gibson in it.
Yes.
And to play off the fact that they are famous for being in Lethal Weapon together, leading up to in Maverick, he plays a bank robber who they kind of have this moment, this you look familiar kind of thing that they do back and forth.
Yeah, of course.
So that is why that stuck out to me, because it's so dumb and like to break the fourth wall in this Western. Yeah. Just a wink at look who we got to do a guest spot in our movie.
Danny Glover's been making movies for a very long time, and we've talked about him at a funeral.
God, see, I've just forgotten.
Everything's so fucking green.
He's been in, that's the thing he's been in 200 movies.
Yeah.
And over 50 TV shows, and then he's also done voices on video games.
Mm-hmm. The man works, and good for him. He's 79. He'll be 80 this year. I hope he's enjoying his retirement, because he is finally too old for this shit.
Too old for this shit.
By the way, the age that he was when he said that is like our age currently.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was 40. I think him and I are the same. I'm going to find out right now. Hold on. I think he says it in the first Lethal Weapon movie. You said 46? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was 41.
Oh, God. That means I'm older.
He was 40 probably when it was being shot, and then 41 when the movie came out. But, yeah.
No.
Too old for this shit in your 40s.
It's melted into my chair with age and
though.
sadness. I'm still a child. I'm still baby.
Playing Papa Pharaoh.
Go for Papa Palpatine.
Go for Papa Palpatine.
You have a collect call from
I gotta take this. Hold on.
SETI was played by Patrick Stewart.
Oh, Patrick
who, of course,
Stewart.
you could pick his voice out immediately as soon as he starts talking.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jeff Goldblum.
He breathes, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a fucking Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock. They just had those extremely recognizable voices. Patrick Stewart, of course, my captain. Oh, Captain, my captain from Star Trek.
Could you possibly pick my favorite Patrick Stewart role of all time? Because I feel like it's fairly obvious.
Your favorite role of his of all time? I don't think you would pick Charles Xavier.
No.
Even though that's a really good one.
It's a show.
It's a show. Patrick Stewart was in a show other than Star Trek?
Yes.
Recent?
Uh-huh.
Or really?
Still showing.
Still?
That I love.
Patrick Stewart. What's Patrick Stewart in? Right now I'm blanking on...
American Dad.
Oh.
Is my favorite thing, Patrick Stewart.
I don't think that is a show. I just think of it as a cartoon. I know it's a show.
It's a show.
I know, but it's a cartoon.
It's...
Whatever. I get it.
Fucking...
You got me.
Yes.
He's not a regular.
No,
but
he's in it so much.
He is.
Avery Bullock is one of just the most insane characters
The stuff
ever
that they
written.
get Patrick Stewart to say.
The stuff they get that man to say.
Kids today, when I was a lad, I never saw the point of playing inside until I was sent to an all-boys boarding school. Then my tune changed.
Back when he first started on Star Trek.
Oh yeah, he was so serious.
He had classically trained theater actor from London on this set of sci-fi,
goofy sci-fi bullshit.
And he took it so seriously, so much so that the cast was like starting to not really appreciate being around him.
Yeah.
But then I think after it's like season 2 and on, he loosened up, and he had him and his son do this great interview on a podcast I used to listen to. And to this day, I just remember him saying how much he wished he wasn't such a stick in the mud that first season.
Yeah.
Because everybody else was having fun that season, except for him. And then after that, you could tell that.
Yeah, he loosened up a lot.
He loosened up.
He took himself less seriously.
Of course, his relationship and friendship with Ian McKellen is
it's legendary.
It's on a scale to which I wish I could one day have a friend that.
Oh, we need to get you a bestie.
I do have a bestie. I have one male friend.
The one I've allowed you to have.
Yes, the only one you have allowed me to have. But I wouldn't say a relationship yet, and I think it helps. You get into your 70s.
Oh yeah, you get older.
80s.
You give less fucks. You have more fun.
You have more fun.
Yeah.
But Patrick Stewart's great, and
he's a Patrick Stewart.
I really want to see him. I still haven't seen it, and I've heard great things, of course. But Green Room is a movie that I have really wanted to see, especially because Patrick Stewart plays a very different kind of character that I've ever seen him play before, and would be interesting to see that role. Next, playing our Queen is, of course, the Queen who has played the Queen before, Helen Mirren.
First of all, it doesn't sound a thing like Helen Mirren.
I was going to say, I don't think I knew it was Helen Mirren.
No.
Until I started doing research for our podcast.
Yeah, like I pulled it up on IMDb and I was like, the fuck?
The fuck you
like, that was Helen Mirren? It doesn't sound a thing like her. She's got like 3 lines tops.
Yeah, really small role. And that's maybe why we didn't recognize her, because we didn't get to hear her voice as much. Next, of course, the duo that will always duo.
Yes.
Until they die, I'm sure.
Even though they'll be like,
amigos, we're going to retire.
And then it was the Dos Amigos.
The Dos Amigos. Hotep and Hoy. Mm-hmm. Played by Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Oh, God, don't you just love them so much?
Oh, yeah. For everything that I've seen them in together, separately, the things they get to do now, like...
the stage shows, Only Murders in the Building.
Only Murders, which I only watched half of the first season.
Yeah, I couldn't. I just don't care for true crime. I just don't. I don't care. Don't care.
You're not one of those women.
No. If it could be a movie, if it was a movie, I'd be down.
Sure.
But,
give me a cool 2 hours with those
12, hours of these people every season. No thanks, man.
Can't do it. The only other actor on the list who doesn't have a specific character he plays, it's just additional voices, but you got to bring up James Avery, who I watched since the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air years.
Uncle Phil.
Yeah, he's been, of course, in over almost 200 projects, but Uncle Phil will always be, a family member.
Yeah,
from my
he was one of
childhood.
the dads that raised us.
Yeah, him and the dad from like Family Matters.
Carl Wilson. You put some respect on that man's name. Carl.
Full House, of course. I grew up a lot on Full House.
Yeah.
Then you have people like principals, like from
Boy Meets
World. Yeah.
See, again, unpopular opinion time. I never cared much for Boy Meets World.
Man.
I think even as a kid, I didn't like the main character.
Because he was a boy.
No, because he always seemed like he was a bully asshole, and it turns out that he was a bully
Turns
asshole.
out, yeah, he was.
Yeah,
No.
I saw right through the layers, and I was like, I don't
Art
like him.
imitates life.
Imitates art.
Like Circle of Life. And, I think that's our cast
Yeah,
for
great
Prince of
cast.
Egypt.
Just solid all around. If you were to be like, hey, I got a question for you. What movie has Helen Mirren been in with Sandra Bullock and Val Kilmer? You'd be like,
Yeah, okay. First
Val
of all,
Kilmer and
what?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock and Val Kilmer have been in a movie together? How is this possible?
Yeah.
And then now you're telling me that Helen Mirren was in this movie as well? I'm pretty. And then they're like, and Patrick Stewart. Like, okay, now wait a minute. Patrick Stewart and Helen Mirren are in the movie with Val Kilmer?
And Danny Glover?
Yeah, and what? Danny Glover is in this too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It has to be an animated
And remember
film.
Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince? He makes an
He's
appearance
in it too. Oh, boy.
Like, no, this movie's made up. So we've been talking about the movie a little bit as we're talking about its accolades and casts and how much we enjoy this era of animation.
Yeah, it was a fun time of animation for sure.
Especially animation that brings such a bright, bold look to places like Egypt.
Yeah, which is unto itself already kind of a beautiful landscape and always envisioned sort of, with sweeping romanticism in every film about ancient Egypt.
I mean, The Mummy, Cleopatra.
Yeah. Death on the Nile, even things like that. Fucking even Moon Knight made Egypt look out to be beautiful, The story, actually, funny you brought up the Ten Commandments. It came out around because Zuckerberg, right?
Katzenberg. Yeah.
It
He's
came
the
about
K in
DreamWorks?
SKG.
Oh.
It was DreamWorks SKG in the small letters. It stands for Spielberg, Katzenberg, and the G, who right now I can't remember his name. I just know he has a music background.
Gatzberg?
No.
Gutenberg? No. Nonetheless, the movie came around because they wanted to do an animated 10 Commandments, basically.
Yeah.
Sure, these are public domain stories to be told that people do revere and find hopeful and life-changing, and that's great.
David Geffen.
My mental IMDb is on a bit of a block right now.
It's been a busy week.
It's been a busy week. I'm so tired. Shrek was the first
winner
of the best animated feature, but this was the first DreamWorks movie to win an Oscar for anything, and it just happened to be for best song.
Yeah. Jimmy Neutron was the other movie nominated for best animated feature, along with Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
Since they only had 3 nominees for their first venture out with animated feature film.
Well, so let me ask you this, honey. This movie came out in 98.
Yes.
You were 17. And you were pretty big in your church.
Sure.
So do you remember much of this movie coming out and like the fervor of your friends or your church or anybody
I can't
about
remember anything specific. We probably watched it once it was on VHS.
You don't think you went to the movies
DVD.
to see it?
Oh, I probably did. I'm sure I went with a group of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just don't remember who I went with.
I've heard stories about you and your churchy teenage friends. Of course, you nerds went out to see Me and my churchy, nerdy friends, even though I myself was not churchy or nerdy, actually none of us were, but we all loved VeggieTales so much that we went and saw the VeggieTales movie together.
I mean, when I turned 18, my churchy friends and I went and saw The Matrix. It's not like we only
I know you
saw...
didn't just go to like animated church films, but because I knew you were all film nerds, I would have assumed you guys were all over this when it came out. Of course, in 1998, I only cared about the fact that the X-Files movie was coming out on June 19th. The emotions I have over that show.
Emotional damage.
It is emotional damage. How dare you, sir? I like this movie a lot. I think it's very beautifully told for the story that it is. I think it's very beautifully made. The scene where the, I guess, angel of death is coming down and taking all the firstborn is so beautiful. How it's silent, with the exception of just like breaths. You know, you just hear the breaths leaving. And occasionally there'd be like a broken pot or like a far distant scream. But it's such a powerful sequence. In fact, in general, the whole plague scene was pretty damn cool. Like,
yeah. I had to remind myself what all 10 plagues were. Mm-hmm. Of course, blood was the first, followed by frogs, then lice and gnats, which...
would be terrible.
And then followed by, right after lice and gnats, they're like flies. Like,
yeah, because
you get bugs and bugs, and then more bugs.
You get teeny bugs, slightly bigger bugs, even bigger bugs.
Yes,
and then
well, fifth, we go instead of locusts. Instead of locusts, the locusts don't show up yet.
Oh, okay.
You get livestock pestilence.
Oh, yeah.
An epidemic, in quotes, killed the Egyptians' livestock.
Yeah.
Boils.
Ugh.
On people and animals. I'm
and
like,
then,
why did animals have to suffer?
My cat did nothing wrong.
God damn it.
I take that back. Robin deserves all the boils.
All the pestilence.
All the pestilence.
Then hail, which, in this movie, it's depicted with like fiery, like
it's always kind of like depicted with like raining
in
fire.
The Mummy as well. When they do the plagues, they do raining fire as well. And I was like, well, that's weird because I've always read the translation that it was just hail, like big enough hail that killed livestock,
more people.
If there wasn't livestock still alive from the pestilence, in some other translations, the fire is mixed with the hail.
Fire hail?
Fire hail.
Wow.
Hailing fire. And then I like how, I don't know if this was AI that put this in or what, but it's like, locusts devoured any vegetation left by the hail. so yeah, whatever's left, the locusts finished it off. 9th was total darkness for 3 days, like complete and total 3-day darkness.
Our God is a vengeful God.
And then finally, death of the firstborn. Once again, the firstborn child and animal. Why does the firstborn animal have to die? I get a lot of lambs died because the blood had to be spread on the
doors.
On the doors, but come on.
Well, Robin was not the firstborn cat. He was the runt.
He was the runt, so he'll be fine.
He just had to get over those boils.
I'm gone.
Yeah, you're gone.
Natalie's gone because I don't think it was firstborn male.
Of course it was firstborn male. Women weren't allowed to exist in the Bible at that point.
That's right. Sound like you were tugboat for a second there. Like all of your crops and everything. And that's the thing. You've lost all your slaves. Mm-hmm. You have no crops.
Yeah.
A bunch of your own people and their children have died.
Yeah.
And their pets. And then his entire army, and I believe in the Bible himself, all perish in the water.
Mm-hmm. Another part of this movie that I've always have been severely impressed by was when Moses is realizing what happened when he was a baby and how Seti had called for the death of all the infants, the Egyptian infants, or
the Jewish infants.
Yeah.
Slaves.
But
slaves, infants.
The way that it's depicted as, are all the cartouches on the wall, like moving around, that very 2D artwork is so pretty.
Yeah, with the texture of the wall.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like
paintings.
that's always, because people always talk about the Death of the Firstborn scene, and they always talk about the party in the Red Sea. Both valid scenes to talk about because they're
scenes,
incredible.
Yeah. Really well done.
But that motif scene was also very, very impressive.
The scene with the burning bush is very well animated.
And, there's been a lot of talk about how they got the voice of God. Like, they had all the cast members, like, whisper the lines. And
That's true.
They kind of, like, mixed them all together. But then they decided that Val Kilmer should also be the voice of God because, it's sort of like his own voice that he's hearing.
He's hearing his own voice speak back to him, sure.
But, like,
why.
slightly more ethereal.
Sure. It was, in the end, great choice.
Oh, it's a gorgeous choice. Yeah, it's so pretty. The fact that, like, the fire itself is CG doesn't... Like, there's nothing about that scene that is a deterrent. Like, it's just a beautiful scene from beginning to end. Yeah. And again, the music is so lovely. Oh, it's just so pretty. I would like to think that God sounds like Val Kilmer.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. You get up there and you're just like, oh, cool. Hey, Val Kilmer. He's like, hello.
My child.
My child. Sup, dude.
Okay. If we're talking about Val Kilmer as Val Kilmer or Val Kilmer doing the God voice?
6 of one.
Okay.
40% of the other.
Depends on how God's feeling that day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still convinced God is a woman, because why wouldn't she be?
You're saying God's a woman? Was there ever a doubt in your mind?
I can't say much more about this film other than I enjoy it because it's a beautiful story, and it's beautiful to look at, and the music's great.
I would have watched like a sequel to this for sure. Like
they did make us like a directed video sequel called like King David or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you give The Prince of Egypt, Maggie, out of 5 stars?
I think I'd give it 4 stars. It's a solid animated film. It's got nostalgia written all over it. I had friends growing up who were a lot more religious than I was. My friend Michelle made me a mixtape with like most of the songs on it, and I listened to it all the time just because I found it to be really, really good music and hopeful and beautiful. So the nostalgia's there. I think it's beautifully made. I'm not putting it at a 5-er. I don't know why I'm not giving it 5 stars, but I'm giving it 4 stars. And that's my reasoning. What about you, honey?
I was actually going to say, I think I agree mostly with Letterboxd on this one. Letterboxd gave it about an 80%, and the critics from Rotten Tomatoes gave it 79. So 79, 80% seems like a...
So 4.
So, yeah, 4 out of 5 stars sounds about where I'd put it. It more than anything, it's the actors who are in this movie. I love this voice. I love the actors.
I don't have a lot of critiques about this film, maybe other than just the story occasionally falling flat or like not necessarily. I don't know. And again, not the story, the whole biblical story. Just sometimes the movie simplifies things a little too much.
I mean,
Moses running away after killing the slaver, right? Yeah, I get it, but also like get over it. Like you're fucking brothers, your dad's the king and your brother's the next king. I think you're going to be fine.
Pretty sure that's what the Bible said had happened.
But
he murdered somebody and
fled to the desert. Okay, so maybe all of my qualms I have to take up with the Bible.
Yeah, talk to God, Maggie. Just like my mom wants you to.
Never.
So Maggie.
Yes, Caveman.
I have 2 questions for you.
I heard you're pushing Lancer pretty hard, but Lancer's got money. At some point, he's gonna hire some guns and push back.
Line.
Maybe he already has.
Damn it, I fucked this whole thing up, Sam. I did. I fucked this whole thing.
Oh, gosh, I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood so much.
Yeah, obviously that's Timothy Olyphant and Leonardo DiCaprio doing a scene together, which was fun. And there's a lot of... I mean,
Robin's over here. He's getting love from me. He's letting me scratch his little face. Then he decides, like, I'm going to just sink my teeth right into the palm of your hand.
Why do you got to do that?
Why? No.
It's not kindness.
That is not kindness, Robin. God. But yeah, no, he, like everyone, has a small part in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But I just love him in it. And of course
Oh, you were...
I was just going to say, of course, he was going to play a Western star, but what were you going to say?
Oh, that he's supposedly coming back for the the sequel
Life and Times
TV
of the
series.
Yeah, with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Booth.
Yes.
Something Booth.
Yes, not Powers Booth.
No, definitely not Powers Booth.
But yeah, that would be wonderful. Cliff Booth, yeah. I'll watch it. I'm not the biggest Tarantino fan, but I'm going to watch it because I'm a really big Once Upon a Time in Hollywood fan.
Tarantino's producing it, but I don't think he's
No, I don't think he has
more
much.
than that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Unless he gave like story ideas.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
based off of his story, so he's probably just a producer. Somebody came up to me. I'll tell you this real fast. I don't mind if it's recording. But no, somebody, you know how you and I we have our thumb on the pulse of a lot of what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised by a few movies that come out, and they're usually low budget stuff that I'm just like, oh, I never heard of that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's my favorite movie of the year. Happens sometimes. But somebody came up to me and was like, did you know that Tarantino's coming out with a film in May? And I was like,
what the hell you say?
I was like, Tarantino I was like his 10th film, like the one that he says will be his last.
Yeah.
Like, what do you like? There, people.
No, he
people,
hasn't. People would have talked.
There would have been YouTube videos on this matter. There would have been. Yeah, there
all sorts of stuff.
So I was like,
Kevin Smith would have been talking about it.
Sure, and I was like, could you try to find a
prove it?
Show me a trailer, or show me a poster.
Yeah.
Show me something that says that this movie is coming out, a Tarantino directed movie. And yeah, it turns out that it's Quentin Tarantino presents a film by RZA, who's doing a movie called One Spoon of Chocolate.
Okay.
The two of them have worked together before, so it makes
once or three times
complete sense that he's doing another one. And I was like, no, he is not directing his 10th and final film.
It was
yet.
like when people would come up to me and be like, I saw a trailer for the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You saw a fan-made trailer.
Yeah, there's
no, it wasn't.
Obi-Wan
It was real. I was like, it was not. I guarantee you I would know if this movie was existing.
There is a fan edit of the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus TV series that's been edited down from 6 hours to 2 hours to make it more cinematic and film-like. But
I'm sure it's fine.
No official film
Anyways,
from
let's
either
get
Obi-Wan Kenobi or Quentin Tarantino.
Back on that camel.
So,
yes,
Maggie.
Yes.
First question.
Uh-huh.
Would the presence of Timothy Olyphant have made The Prince of Egypt a better film?
No, I don't think so. It would have been nice to hear him in it, but I don't think it would have changed how I felt overall about the movie as a whole. You know, I know he can't sing too much, so he would have been dubbed anyways there. And, I don't think it's necessary. It would have been nice, but not necessary. So, no.
Well, then, second question.
Yeah, that's a tough one, isn't it?
Which character would you have had Timothy Olyphant play?
He can do the lazy man, like the lazy Southern California beach bum. He can do the gruff Western cop. He can do the weird, sexless alien bot. I think my gut reaction is saying Aaron, but I like Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
I will say I don't feel like Michelle Pfeiffer brought anything to her particular role. So let's just make Timothy Olyphant her.
Moses' wife?
Yeah. She was just sort of there. She was decoration at best.
So is Moses gay, or is his wife just sounds a little more masculine?
I think his wife just sounds a little like a Southern California beach bum. No, okay, let's be serious about this one, Maggie. I mean, they already did get a Southern California beach bum to play Moses. So.
Could Timothy Olyphant have played the voice of God? I know we already agreed Val Kilmer is great at it. Yeah. But if they were serious about, we need a different actor, because Val Kilmer sounds
I think he could have played the voice of God. Yeah, why not? I would like to hear God's dulcet tones through the voice of Timothy Olyphant. I like to think that I do already. So...
For sure.
Yeah, sure. Let's just make Timothy Olyphant God.
Done.
Because he is in my bedroom. And that has been this week's episode of Movie Mingle on The Prince of Egypt, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. As ever, you can find us on Instagram, Letterboxd, and Threads at Movie Mingle Pod. You can find us on YouTube at Movie Mingle Podcast, and you can write us any of your thoughts and comments at movieminglepod@gmail.com. Next week, we will be revisiting last year's wonderful Superman by James Gunn. It's always nice to get a little bit of hope in the world, and Soups is definitely a very hopeful thing. So I really look forward to crying to you all about how much I love that movie very soon. Look for that next week. But until then, please be kind to each other out there in this big wide world. Be safe, be nice, be happy. And just remember, there can be miracles when you believe that we can get Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey into a room together to sing a song. And it was a miracle, and we're all very grateful for it. So thank you, God.
Are you an effective team?
We are an effective team.
Let them fight.
How did you just do that?
I'm a really good lawyer.
Here on Caladan, we've ruled by air power and sea power. On Arrakis, we need to cultivate desert power.
Welcome, Mr. Beach. What's that bar? I'm a little confused.
Well, we wouldn't want that, would we?
I don't want to brag, but I will. I was in the Avengers. The Avengers?
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you. What is that?
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Toga, 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 toga.